Okay, so Trump was just found guilty on 34 felonies. This is what I think. I'm not a fan of Trump. I don't hate him. I'm not a fan of Biden. I think both parties are very corrupt. And there's a new survey that came out today showing that the majority of young voters are very disillusioned with both parties. We're just plundering us and don't care. Okay, they're both corrupt. But this is what I want to say. The thing that Trump did with using campaign money to pay off a woman, to misusing campaign funds of, like, I think it was $130,000. I think that's what he was found guilty of. I actually don't know all the felonies, but here's the thing. I think it was the International Criminal Court found George W. Bush guilty of war crimes for starting that war in Iraq. Did he go? Nothing was done to him. Biden right now is engaging in a war. He's responsible for every weapon that Israel is using to kill those Palestinians, and he's been blocking the International Criminal Court from holding him in contempt. Whatever, my wording is all off. No one is doing anything about that. What about all the insider trading? Oh, it's not insider trading if you're a politician. I forgot. They live by different rules. What about in 2006 when the housing bubble burst? All those years of the subprime lenders, all those companies and those hedge funds, those Wall Street firms that made those really toxic loans that they rated by the ratings agencies AAA that almost brought down the financial system. No felonies. That was all fine. It's all fine. All their corruption is fine. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that what Trump did was okay, but in the scheme of things, in scheme of all the illegal wars we conduct, all the ways that they lie to us, all the way that they line their own pockets at our expense, and all of this is fine, but, they got to go after Trump for some cheating on his, it wasn't okay what he did, but in the scheme of things, it was nothing compared to the wars. That's what I want to say. Nothing compared to all the people we've killed. Hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians killed. In our proxy war, we're using Ukraine to try to weaken Russia, and Russia's just getting stronger. And they're wasting all this time going after Trump. Now, I don't like him. I don't like Biden either. I don't like either one of them. I think we need to clean the whole house and make sure that we get third parties on the ballot that actually care about us. By the way, the only party that's not a warmonger party is the Green Party. But who would we be as a country if we could no longer profit off of killing people, financial toxic products, and bad pharmaceutical products? Like, the people in the U.S. are great people, but our leaders and the way we run our country is very corrupt and evil. Instead of going after big pharma, the people who told us we had to lock down, Governor Newsom locking down California for 2 years, he's the one that should have a felony. Clamping down on free speech. I had a strike on my YouTube channel for daring to say that the CDC and the FDA are funded by big pharma. They are. It's on their website. They fund it. The White House was clamping down on free speech. No one's gone to jail for that. No felonies for that, to my knowledge. So I think it's just a big, big gimmick. There are a lot worse things happening, but no one cares. No one cares about the killing. No one cares about the corruption that's just part of the system. I think going after Trump is something that the Democrats did. And now he's going to be even more popular. Oh, I get way too worked up about this. Yeah, I really thought that Bush and Cheney should have been charged with crimes for starting that war in Iraq, which they knew. They knew there were no weapons of mass destruction. They were looking for an excuse. They always need an excuse to start a war. And Nancy Pelosi trying to start things in Taiwan. Why are we in Taiwan? How would we like it if China installed military bases and started training the Hawaiians in Hawaii? How would we like that? And Hawaii is a lot further away from the mainland US than Taiwan is from China. Taiwan is part of China. Nixon promised China that we would never interfere in that. Why are we interfering in that? They should go to jail. I'm too pissed off. I gotta go because I'm just getting myself way too worked up here. But I do want to say that it isn't okay what Trump did. My point was, you have one person killing someone and one person slapping someone, and the person slapping someone gets a felony, and the person killing people is just ignored. That's kind of what I'm saying, in the scheme of things. And there are a lot worse things that Trump has done. He started wars, but they get him for this. It's just ridiculous. I'm probably I gotta go. I'm just too upset.